Alright, today's May 21st. These tomatoes have been in the cattle panel for 3 weeks. This is the third week they've been in here. I pruned them a week or two ago, but I'm going to prune them again and start. They're getting pretty big. As you can see, they're probably 3 foot tall. Some of them's not quite that tall. Down the other end they're a little shorter. These back here they're looking good. So I'm going to prune them and twist them up and show you how we do that. So on this one here, as you can see, this fruit truss right here has fruit on it already. So you don't need any leaves above that, or below that rather, sorry. Those don't need to be on there. Right, so anything below the first fruit truss, from there down, I get rid of. And then you go, I don't know if you can see this one or not, but in there, in that crotch, there's a sucker. I always take my suckers out. A lot of times them small ones you just pick them off with your fingers. And then once we harvest the fruit off this one, then I'll trim all these below this one, and then so on and so forth all the way up through.
What does that do for the plant?
It keeps it easier to manage, gets a lot of better airflow. And down here on this one, you see there's, for whatever reason, I don't know why, it's got some kind of crud on it. I'll just prune that end off. The rest of that plant looks healthy. And always when you prune your tomatoes, well, actually anything really, but when you tomatoes, more so than anything else, that's about all I prune in the garden is tomatoes. Gather your leaves up when you're done. Don't let them lay, because if there's disease on them, it'll spread throughout. So I'll go through and do that. I'll just twist it around and it'll hold itself. I'll probably take these in a few weeks, move them over here. They won't be in the road, and as you can see, we got the greenhouse cleaned out with all the excess plants. So we're going to go through here and do this. And anything below like that, I'll cut that one. So on the bottom one, I didn't say that on that other one, but on the bottom one here where this tomato hook is, you always let a little stick out so this don't slide up, otherwise it'll slide up. So in 3 weeks these things have grown a tremendous amount. They make your hands stink. My wife likes the smell of tomatoes.
I love it.
I personally think they stink. I like to grow tomatoes. I don't like to eat them though. They're nasty as far as I'm concerned. These small ones I'll usually just break off my fingers, but them bigger ones I usually snip them. I do that because they'll rip down the plant if you don't. And tomatoes are pretty tough plants. They're hard to break if you twist them around like. I mean, look how nice that is. Them tomatoes are doing great in here. This here, see that sucker? I left it go way too long. That right there, if you clip that off and you put that in, you could probably put it in the soil and it would grow, but if you put it in a cup of water, it would grow you a whole new plant. I don't need another plant, so I'm not going to worry about it.
How many plants you got in here?
I think I got 18 in here. I'm not 100% sure. They're all cherry tomatoes, and I'm going to put hopefully this weekend, tomorrow. Hopefully I get the garden down below ready for tomatoes. I think down there I'm putting in 50 some cherry tomatoes and 50 some canning tomatoes. The cherry tomatoes, she'll eat some, but I don't personally eat any of them. I don't like tomatoes, but we do make spaghetti sauce and stuff out of canning tomatoes. So just cherry tomatoes, we'll sell these either here at the house or at the farmer's market. On tomatoes too, in here they don't, the bees and stuff don't come in like they do outside because of the plastics, and the wind don't blow right either. So tomatoes don't necessarily need anything to pollinate them. When you're in here, just walk by and brush the flowers like that, and they'll actually pollinate themselves. They don't need bugs to pollinate them. Just the wind blowing. Each flower has male and female reproductive organs in them, so all they need is just the wind to blow to knock the I generally try to do this once a week. Usually at the beginning of the year it's not as bad, but in the middle of the year when they're growing a lot, once a week sometimes isn't enough. But it doesn't take long. If you keep up with it, it goes pretty quick. If anybody has any questions about tomatoes, let us know. We'll get back to you as soon as we can on answers. Just leave the comments below. So I'm going to finish this up and get our day started. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. So if anybody has any questions or comments, please let us know. If you like the video, please like it. If you want to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button. So, till we meet again, take care and God bless.